Welcome to the OU Football Preview Show, brought to you by McIntyre Law, O'Connell's Irish Pub and Grill, OSSO Healthcare Network, XR Tickets, The Garage Burgers and Beer, Sam's Optical, The Mattress Place, Casino Domino. Now here's your host, Rick Heath.
Hello sports fans, welcome to the OU Football Preview Show. I'm Rick Heath, with me Sean Norman of XR Tickets and Entertainment. And Sean, before we start talking football, one lucky viewer is going to get a chance to go to the West Virginia game, 4 tickets and a limo ride courtesy of XR Tickets and Entertainment.
Yeah, somebody's going to be a pretty special opportunity for them, and we're happy to give it away and hope that they have a good time.
I'm sure they will. 4 tickets to the West Virginia game and a limo ride courtesy of XR Tickets and Entertainment. And Sean, speaking of having a good time and giving things away, they could have given away the Heisman to Baker Mayfield at halftime of the OU-TCU game.
Boy, he had some great stats there at halftime. I think he was close to 300 yards just at half, and was a special player to watch. And every time I think about where Baker came from, came from the great state of Texas. It makes me even happier to see him out there playing and for OU.
A two-time walk-on. Walk. He walks on Texas Tech, wins Big 12 Offensive Freshman of the Year. They have a mix-up there, won't give him a scholarship. Everybody knows the story. He comes to OU, walks on with Knight there. With Knight there coming off the great game and victory against Alabama, and Baker says, I don't care. And what happens? I mean, Trevor Knight ends up transferring out because Baker Mayfield is too good. So, couldn't happen to a better kid, Baker Mayfield. I love his attitude, I love his moxie and his competitive spirit. He's going to win the Heisman. And, that was very evident because he made some of the greatest throws I have seen a quarterback make on field, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But hey, if you're needing tickets, concert tickets, Thunder tickets, or Sean, Big 12 championship tickets down in Texas, they can contact XR Tickets.
Yeah, xrtickets.com, 405-600-9111, and I'd go ahead and get those Big 12 tickets before the TCU fans scoop them up, because they're going to want some revenge.
They're going to want revenge, and they're going to want to be, and that's kind of what happened in that game. Is over at halftime, like we talked about. Neither team wanted to show much on that second half because they knew they were going to be playing in the Big 12 championship game. So if you want Big 12 championship tickets, you OU fans, do it now. xrtickets.com or give them a call at 600-9111 for Big 12 championship tickets down at Jerry World. It's going to be a fun game. You got to be there if you're an OU fan. We'll be right back with more on the OU Football Preview Show.
Stem cell therapy, now offered at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Dr. Victoria Johnson and the staff at Laser Light now recommend stem cell therapy if you have chronic pain or arthritis in your hands, shoulders, knees, or hips. You might consider this new inventive therapy, which promotes normal tissue healing and the production of new cartilage. We can help you regain your youthful vitality and gusto. Please call Laser Light Skin Clinic today to schedule your free consultation.
Are you ready for some football? Football season has started at O'Connell's, and we've got all the games. For almost 50 years, O'Connell's in Norman has been your college game day headquarters, and now will be your official NFL watch party location. With our large screen TVs everywhere, you'll never miss a second of the action. Catch all the games with our great wings, burgers, homemade onion rings, and your favorite frosty brew. O'Connell's on Campus Corner is your total watch.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help.
On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
And welcome back, OU Football Preview Show. Rick Heath, Sean Norman at XR Tickets Entertainment. Beautiful place here. If you're needing tickets, concert tickets, standard tickets, or as we talked about last time, Big 12 championship tickets, you got to give them a call or go to xrtickets.com to get them. But Sean, Baker Mayfield had such an outstanding first half. I believe there were three throws in particular that I look at and go, those are as good a throws as have been made on that field. And one of them was that pass to Calcaterra in the back of the end zone. Calcaterra is 6'5". He has to go up where nobody else can touch it, and Baker throws a 25-yard rope to him in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, every time you see Baker take the field, you just don't really know. You're not surprised by anything. He can make every throw, and especially at the collegiate level, and it takes a special talent to be able to do that. And he's, obviously, I think as OU fans, we kind of take him for granted a little bit, but it's just such a special player to watch, such a special competitor, and people really don't realize how difficult that is.
Yeah, to make that throw, that's a professional type throw. Then the next one I want to talk about is that long pass to Marquise Brown. Okay, Hollywood Brown. He's got 2 or 3 steps on his defender, and Baker says, I'm just going to throw it as far as I can, and either Brown catches it or nobody catches it.
Well, and about that play, I was in our little area there in the south end zone,
right,
kind of looking straight down the OU sideline. I saw the ball come out of Baker's hands, and I thought, well, there's no way, he's going to catch the ball. I thought he missed through it, and then the last 15 yards, Brown runs that thing down, and I about knocked himself out.
Full extension.
Trying to catch that thing.
Full extension. But that was, anybody questioning Baker's arm strength. That was a 55-yard throw.
Yeah,
it was every bit of that,
55 or 60 yards in the air.
Yeah.
And right on the money.
Yeah. And then the very next play after that is he floats the ball to Rodney Anderson over the defender who was right there with him, and he floats it over his head. Beautiful touch. So it goes from a bullet, a 25-yard rope to the back of the end zone, to a 55 or 60-yard pass in the air, to a floater in perfect position to Rodney Anderson to make the catch and the touchdown.
Well, that's what makes him so special, is because most quarterbacks, they've got a big arm.
Yeah.
They can throw the big deep ball, the big timing,
Yeah.
or they can hit the 10-yard out on a line and about break your hand.
Yeah.
But most quarterbacks don't have the touch pass, the big arm, and or the long ball.
Yeah.
So that's what makes Baker just a very unique player.
Well, that and his competitive drive, he's never going to give up, and he motivates the rest of his team, and that's the one thing. That's as good an offense as I've said before. It's as good an offense as I've seen. I've seen Bradford, I've seen Jason White, I've seen all the big-time quarterbacks on that field. But that was as impressive a half as I've ever witnessed as an OU fan. And I consider myself a fan. I'm Joe fan, just like everybody else. And that was just an unbelievable display of talent from Baker Mayfield.
It was, especially that last drive. I think most people thought, we might get a field goal out of this thing. And, even after the handoff to Sermon, I think there was only 16 seconds left. And, to be able to put it in the end zone, and that really deflated the balloon for TCU.
Well, you could see Patterson over there just going, he thought
How do you defend it?
Yeah, he thought they were going in 31-17.
Yeah. 14, yeah.
Or 14.
Yeah. No, and down 17 at the half to down 24.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Yeah. You could just see them deflate on the TCU side. When they went across the field at halftime, they had their heads down.
Yeah, they did.
And that's what Baker does. He makes plays nobody else can make. And that's why I said you could hand the Heisman to him. I tweeted out, you can hand the Heisman to Baker at halftime. He sewed it up. And this coming game going against Kansas, Kansas is not a good team. Everybody's aware of that.
Sure.
But you're going to go out, stay sharp, play first quarter, maybe lose. I think Kyler Murray will be on the field before halftime.
I do too. Hopefully they can, get in the right mindset and take care of business early. And, Kansas is kind of a wounded animal, so you never really know how a wounded animal's going to act. I think Kansas had close to 375 yards against Texas, last week. But, hopefully they could come out and keep keep the momentum going. That's what they've got to do.
And I think they will. It's just, right now with what they've got in front of them, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show, what they have in front of them, Big 12 championship and possible college football playoff. We'll talk about all those implications and more later in the show. But let me tell you about the Garage Burgers and Beer. The Garage Burgers and Beer, 8 locations around the area. They're always somewhere near you. Just look around. The Garage Burgers are voted the best burgers in Oklahoma City by many publications. They have beef, chicken, bison. They have tacos. They have salads. They have everything you would want at the Garage Burgers and Beer. 8 locations. Watch big screens and eat burgers. Can't do better than that. Plus, they always have Coors Light $2 on tap at all the Garage Burgers and Beer. The Garage Burgers and Beer, 8 locations. Go there today. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, my name's Don Menzie with the Tree Wizard Tree Service. We do tree trimming, tree removal, we do stump grinding, tree diagnosis, and I also help people with landscape problems, so we are a full-service tree company. We can take out any size stump. We haven't found a stump we couldn't take out, if we can get to it. I'm Don Menzie, and I help keep Norman beautiful.
Stem cell therapy, now offered at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Dr. Victoria Johnson and the staff at Laser Light now recommend stem cell therapy if you have chronic pain or arthritis in your hands, shoulders, knees, or hips. You might consider this new inventive therapy, which promotes normal tissue healing and the production of new cartilage. We can help you regain your youthful vitality and gusto. Please call Laser Light Skin Clinic today to schedule your free consultation.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help.
On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Come in, Sam. It's Jack Elliott. You read me over?
Hey, guys.
I'm up here with BK. We got your wings.
Right on time. I hope you brought us some sauce, too.
We've got 7 kinds of sauces, Sam. We've got sweet chili, Hickory bourbon, barbecue.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily.
Garlic parmesan, ghost pepper.
Drop them whenever you're ready. People love them with our world-famous burgers and pizzas.
Okay. Stand by for a drop-off. Over.
At Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
When you live in Oklahoma, the place to get your mattresses is at the Mattress Place. You see, Paul, the owner, is from Oklahoma, and he is sick and tired of seeing fellow Oklahomans pay outrageous prices on mattresses. The Mattress Place has queen, pillow top, mattress, and box springs for only $2.99, and king pillow top mattresses for $4.39. Twin sets for $125. The Mattress Place carries Simmons, Beauty Rest, Orthopedic, American Bedding, Primo International, Corsicana, and much, much more. The Mattress Place sells furniture too. Coaster, Ashley, Signature, living room, bedroom, dining room, office. The Mattress Place has special financing available. Regular financing and 0 credit financing. Pay $10 down, take it home, and pay it off in 100 days. Mattress Place on 59th Street between Western and Penn. And welcome back to OU Football Preview Show. Rick Heath, Sean Norman here from XR Tickets and Entertainment. And speaking of XR Tickets, they're the sponsor of our giveaway. 4 tickets to West Virginia game. Last week's winner was Tony Burkhart. And the 2 runners-up were Brian Daniel and Dick Jones. So Tony Burkhart, you will be added to the winners. And Brian Daniel and Dick Jones, you'll get a $25 gift certificate from Hal Smith Restaurant Group. So that's last week's winner and closest to the score. And we'll be giving away that grand prize here in just a little bit. But before we do, let's talk a little about Oklahoma defense. Oklahoma defense, against TCU, nobody really knew what was going to happen because they were starting 4 freshmen, in the back 7.
Well, it's very fortunate that they were able to do that. They've got the talent down there, and as a head coach or even a position coach, it's hard to, maybe sit somebody down, but, sometimes an injury forces you into a situation. it gave them some really good, experience. And it showed some people, obviously, that OU's, they are deep. They haven't been that great in the secondary this year. And a lot of other.
Well, because of injuries, they had Trey Norwood at one cornerback, Trey Brown at another, because Parnell Motley wasn't playing well, so they set him down. And Jordan Thomas he's hurt, so he wasn't playing. And then Cahill Houghton was the safety that had to sit out. And so Robert Barnes, Trey Brown, and Trey Norwood, 3 freshmen, starting against this probably the second best team in the Big 12, or it could be arguably Oklahoma State or TCU, either one. But to hold up like they did with 4 freshmen, counting Kenneth Murray at starting middle linebacker, that says a lot about, like you said, the depth and the talent that OU has on defense.
Yeah. Well, it also gives the recruits a positive jolt in thinking that, hey, I can come to Oklahoma and maybe get on the field as a freshman. They've got 4 of them out there now. Why not me?
Well, and that's one thing Bob Stoops he brought in from the very beginning. We're going to play the best player. It's not the senior that's been here for 4 years. It's not the guy that did this last year. It's the best player that week we're going to play. And it takes a lot of courage to sit down guys, that have been playing, even though they haven't been playing well, they have played well in the past, and put true freshmen back there. But I give it to, Kerry Cooks and Mike Stoops, for having enough confidence in these youngsters to put them out there. And they played well.
Yeah, well, they needed a change up, they needed a boost of confidence back there. And hey, they took a little gamble, and I think it's paid off. And hopefully, those guys will shore up that back end for the rest of the season.
And another aspect of the OU defense that I think that played well, that hadn't gotten a lot of notice, is the defensive front. I thought they played really, really well.
Well, Lampkin's been coming on for several weeks. Everybody's been talking about him, and he's starting to show his potential. And he definitely is a big time player. And they got Gallimore back, from the concussion, and every time I see that guy, his arms look bigger. It's just I don't know if he's been just working out 6 days a week or what, but he's a force to be reckoned with. And Overton and Bledsoe and some of those guys, they're coming on.
Kenneth Mann,
Man,
he's doing well.
Yeah, exactly.
DJ Ward and Obo on the ends have played solid. And Obo, of course, at a Big 12, all Big 12 pace. And I tell you what, DJ Ward's not far behind. But, when he's got, out there, when he's just got to beat one guy, he generally does it.
Yeah. No, they're very talented, and that's, I think that they went overlooked, obviously, because of some of the, it's kind of like, if you're the best in baseball, you're going to see the other team's ace.
Yeah.
I think we saw a lot of the other team's best plays, things that they haven't seen on film, and they've made adjustments in those games. Kansas State, Texas Tech, TCU, and Oklahoma State. In the second half of those games, they haven't given up near as many yards, near as many points.
Yeah.
And it's kind of started there with the second half of Kansas State. Now, granted, they've got to learn how to
good adjustments, and the players making those adjustments even better, which is good. So that was a good defensive start against TCU, and a better second half. But everybody kind of called it off the second half, knowing that they may meet each other in the Big 12 championship game. TCU didn't want to show anything to OU. OU didn't want to show anything to TCU. And so it was kind of a stalemate in the second half. But, hats off to the OU defense. I mean, this is the kind of defense they can play. And I think it bodes well for the Big 12 championship game, that they're going to get even better. Now, I'm not giving up on West Virginia. I mean, you've been an advocate for West Virginia, giving OU a tough game in Norman, and I think they will. But at the same time, OU should win at home.
They should. They sling the ball around. I think last weekend up in Manhattan, they threw it 47 times. So, that anytime you can get that many plays off, with that quarterback's pretty good competitor, and his completion rate's not the best, but hey, all it takes is one big, 60, 80-yard pass.
But I still like the side that's got Baker Mayfield as the quarterback.
Yeah.
Hey, it's time to give away the XR Tickets and Entertainment giveaway for 4 West Virginia tickets and a limo ride to and from Oklahoma City area. And that winner is Mr. Richard Pike Jr. Richard Pike Jr., you have won the 4 tickets to the West Virginia game, OU West Virginia game, and a limo ride. I'll get in touch with you and we'll set that up so you can go in style, courtesy of XR Tickets and Entertainment and the OU football preview. So Richard Pike Jr. will get in touch with you to win those 4 West Virginia OU tickets. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hello, my name's Don Menzie with the Tree Wizard Tree Service. We do tree trimming, tree removal, we do stump grinding, tree diagnosis, and I also help people with landscape problems, so we are a full-service tree company. We can take out any size stump. We haven't found a stump we couldn't take out, if we can get to it. I'm Don Menzie, and I help keep Norman beautiful.
Stem cell therapy, now offered at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Dr. Victoria Johnson and the staff at Laser Light now recommend stem cell therapy if you have chronic pain or arthritis in your hands, shoulders, knees, or hips. You might consider this new inventive therapy, which promotes normal tissue healing and the production of new cartilage. We can help you regain your youthful vitality and gusto. Please call Laser Light Skin Clinic today to schedule your free consultation.
Come in, Sam. It's Jack Elliott. You read me over?
Hey guys!
I'm up here with BK. We got your wings.
Right on time. I hope you brought us some sauce too.
We've got 7 kinds of sauces, Sam. We've got sweet chili, Hickory bourbon, barbecue.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily.
Garlic parmesan, ghost pepper.
Drop them whenever you're ready. People love them with our world-famous burgers and pizzas.
Okay, stand by for a drop-off. Over.
At Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
Are you ready for some football? Football season has started at O'Connell's, and we've got all the games. For almost 50 years, O'Connell's in Norman has been your college game day headquarters, and now will be your official NFL watch party location. With our large screen TVs everywhere, you'll never miss a second of the action. Catch all the games with our great wings, burgers, homemade onion rings, and your favorite frosty brew. O'Connell's on Campus Corner is your total watch.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help.
On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Welcome back to OU Football Preview Show. I want to thank some wonderful sponsors of the show. Trails Golf Club in Norman. Hey, if you're out there and you're getting ready to host a holiday party, no better place to do it than the Trails Golf Club in Norman. They got a brand new renovated facility, and they got great food and the best staff to handle your holiday party. So give Kathy Hess a call at 364-3790 and find out about how you can host your holiday party at the Trails Golf Club in Norman. Also, XR Entertainment and tickets, limos, wherever you need to go, whether you're having a bachelor party, bridesmaids party, wedding, family reception, whatever, give XR Tickets and Limos a call, 600-911, and check out their wonderful service for limo rides to and from your special occasion. And also Sooner CrossFit, get in the best shape of your life, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or a true CrossFitter. Sooner CrossFit will take care of your needs. SoonerCrossFit.com. Casino Domino, great Mexican food, 59th and Western for over 30 years. Great Mexican food, and they also have holiday parties. They cater to all the holiday parties that you have, whether it's office or family, whatever. Give Casino Domino a call and they will cater your holiday party. They have a great special. It's a fajita special for 10 people under $99. It's a great, great deal. Give them a call, Casino Domino, for your holiday party special. The Tree Wizard. If you need tree work, the Tree Wizard is who you need to call. They have 3 ISA certified arborists on staff. And the Tree Wizard also has specialized equipment for trimming and removal. So call the Tree Wizard at 850-3304, and the Tree Wizard is also fully insured and locally owned. Okay, Sean, now we've been talking about Big 12 championship game coming up, OU in it. We don't know who the opponent will be, more than likely TCU, but you do have a word for those OU fans about Big 12 championship tickets.
Yeah, like I kind of mentioned it before, but there's not going to be a whole lot of time to grab those tickets, and there's no really like electronic form, so you want to get the hard copy in hand. So you need to go ahead and order them, make your plans, book your hotel reservation. It's a chance for OU to have a home field advantage. And you go back and look, and a lot of these games, they've been in Kansas City and other places, OU really hasn't had that home field advantage.
And they can in Jerry World, down in Jerry World this year. And you've got a lot of Big 12 championship tickets. Now, how can they get them?
So you can go to xrtickets.com. You can call our office at 405-600-9111. Whether you need a suite, and we'll have a lot of access to suites and, putting a package together, or, you want to take a limo down there and come back after the game because it's 11 o'clock game. We can set up all kinds of stuff. So, just don't hesitate to ask and let us take care of it.
You bet. And you don't want TCU to buy up all the tickets, OU fans. You want to be down there and represent for the Big 12 championship for OU. So call now, 600-9111 for Big 12 championship tickets, courtesy of XR Tickets. Now, let's take a look at, say OU they play in the Big 12 championship game and they win. I'm not conceding anything, but I'm just supposing. If they do, let's take a look at the national picture. And I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We still have a West Virginia game. You still have a Big 12 championship game against TCU or whomever. But it's interesting to talk because the whole rest of the country is talking about college football playoffs. So as it sits right now, OU is in the top 4. The other 3, more than likely, Clemson, Alabama, Miami, OU, right now. Those are pretty good representations of what's happening right now. 2 ACC teams, SEC, and a Big 12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and obviously the Big Ten may have a chance to get in, if they go undefeated. But OU right now has the best team, in my opinion. In a couple of these other years when they got matched up with Clemson and in the playoff, they didn't have the best team. Right now, I believe they have a chance. And they say defense wins championships, but I'd like to see somebody defend that OU offense and keep them under 30.
Well, they got the best quarterback, without a doubt. The most valuable player in college football, Baker Mayfield. And they've got, to me, the best offensive coordinator / play caller in college football, and that's Lincoln Riley. So we'll see more about that. But hey, if you need Big 12 championship tickets, give XR Tickets a call at 600-9111 or go online to xrtickets.com. All right, Sean, I've got my prediction for the Kansas game. I got 57-17. Your prediction, OU Kansas?
I'll go 45-10.
45-10. That'd be a good. That's that kind of what it is now. If OU wants to call it off, they will. And they can. But I think it's going to be the blowout both of you and I think about. And then it's on to back home to West Virginia, and we'll talk about that more. But hey, thanks for watching the OU Football Preview Show. We'll be back with you again next week.